It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Whenever I see a mini keg in Lidl, I always think, oh yes, I'm going to have that, because it's generally really, really good. Over the years, I've had two different types of Perlenbacher mini kegs, 5 litre mini kegs, that have been absolutely fantastic. So when I have the little magazine on my phone, the app, and I have a little scroll through every single week, and I seen that they had Budweiser Budvar £16.99 for a 5 litre mini keg, and I thought, I've got to have that. I've got to have that. So we're going to show you how to open it. We've got our Budweiser Budvar glass. I'm going to do my very best to do a Czech pour for you today. And well, let's just get into it, shall we? So the first thing you're going to want to do, hang the keg over the edge with the tap facing out. That, I mean, that's complete common sense, isn't it? Turn the, you hear that? Just release, there we are. Release some of that pressure. There we go. Then what you're going to want to do, let's have a look. Then pull out the tap until it stops. Oh right, this is a very, very nice tap. So it needed a half turn just so it kind of unlocks itself. Transit, these kegs are shipping from the Czech Republic. Fresh Czech lager, original Budweiser. You don't want your Budweiser leaking from the tap, do you? So it's kind of locked in, which is really pretty cool. And then 45-degree angle. Let's just very quickly put the camera down. I think that might be enough. A bit more maybe. And then here we go. So 45 degrees. I think I might have. There we go. Can you see past my arm? So a Czech pour, let me duck down. A Czech pour with this lager style is to pour the beer quite aggressively. The head then dissipates back down. What you're looking to do with a Czech pour, you're looking to knock the carbonation out of the beer. The beauty of Czech beer, the reason why they brew it in this manner, is that the carbonation is there to preserve the beer. The carbonation is there to, it helps with preservation, it helps with kind of transit and everything else. And you don't necessarily, when it's time to drink the beer, you don't necessarily want to then drink all of that carbonation. So you let the beer settle down quite nicely. It's a lovely golden looking lager, good levels of carbonation. And then you go again with a second pour then. Now, I went to, look at this. I went to Budvar Brewery about 2 or 3 years ago now, and I tried my best, and you can see it in the video, to do this Czech pour over and over and over again, and I failed over and over and over again. In your own time, with no pressure, done it first time. Look at that, that's probably the best I've ever poured a glass of Budweiser Budvar. We'll talk about the history. Some of you might be wondering why it's called Budweiser. We'll get into all of that in a moment, but first and foremost, let's get into this lovely beer. So, aroma. First of all, let's look at the beer. So one finger whitehead, golden coloured lager, little bits of carbonation there. Looks very, very good in the glass. Very, very kind of appetising. You've got the Budvar jug, which in the Czech Republic, they serve this beer in this jug. This is your pint glass. All about presentation. The aroma. Saaz hops. Lovely, spicy, peppery Saaz hops. And a little bit of sweetness in there, in the aroma. And that's Zdraví. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's fantastic. Fantastic combination. Fantastic balance of a beautiful bready beginning to the beer, a sweet bready beginning that then gives way to just this wonderful, wonderful bitter finish on the back end. It's a beauty. It really is a beauty. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. The body on the beer is very, very good. It's very refreshing. It's very drinkable. But there's also this slight creaminess there. This wonderful slight creaminess. It's a very delicate creaminess that which just makes me smile. It just makes me smile. I'm standing here today, Friday. I'm going to launch the beer today on a very rare occasion, only because these deals in Lidl are quick. They bang it over in a flash. £16.99, fantastic value for money for this 5 litre mini keg. Probably about £3.50, something like that a pint. All brewed in the Czech Republic. It's Friday, the sun is shining. We got a beautiful weekend coming up. As part of the Lidl festival thing that they do, this Eastern European, they do different things every week. You all kind of know this, don't you? Well, it's Eastern European week, so we've got great Czech lager. There's a lot of Eastern European food there as well. So sun shining, get yourself up to Lidl, pick up yourself a mini keg, put it in the fridge for your Friday night, make some beautiful Eastern European food and just enjoy, absolutely enjoy. These are my favourite beer reviews. These are my favourite beer reviews because it's hot, it's fresh, I'm talking in the moment. I'm launching the video today. I mean, I'm just looking at the weather. It's just, there's not a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely beautiful. It's perfect for this beer. So, let me tell you a little bit about Budweiser Budvar. Basically, hundreds of years ago, Budweiser family, it was a surname like Martin, or like my surname Martin, or Smith, or Jones. Budweiser is a common name in Czech Republic, German area of the world. People who stayed in the Czech Republic, the Budvar family, opened up Budweiser Budvar Brewery. There was a family that emigrated to America. They opened up around the same time, actually. Budweiser Bud, you know, the famous American beer. So there's been this ongoing trade disputes about Budweiser and the name for hundreds of years. I've been to the brewery. I had to put the videos on YouTube. Go and take a look at it. I had to put gloves on, a big jacket, a bobble hat to go down into the cellars of this brewery, because the lager, they're horizontal fermenters, and it's all kept at about 1 or 2 degrees, and they still go through that very same process of lagering at cold temperatures at Budvar to produce this very unique beer. And I had the pleasure to turn on the tap and have a Budvar at the brewery straight from the fermenter, and it was like liquid gold. It was just the most, drinking beer in a brewery, if you ever have the luxury of doing it, is one of the most exhilarating experiences you'll ever have as a beer lover, because you're drinking it at the point. It's not having to move anywhere, it's not having to cross country. Although, in a 5 litre mini keg like this is my favourite. This is the reason why I picked this keg up. This is, apart from being in the Czech Republic, which is for me very difficult to do all of the time, this is my favourite way to drink Budvar. I don't mind the glass bottles, it's okay. But in a keg, this is as close as you're going to get to drinking a fantastic pint of Czech Budvar. Look at the beer. Look at this fantastic beer. It's beautiful. So my rating then for Budweiser Budvar, $16.99. I don't mind paying that little bit of a premium for a 5 litre mini keg like this, because if you were to buy this beer in a pub, if you were to buy a similar Czech beer in a pub, you're probably talking £4 or £5. But to drink it from Lidl, to buy a mini keg and put it in the fridge and drink it at home and enjoy it as the Czech people want you to enjoy it, it's a bargain. It's a steal. It's a steal at that price, £16.99. So go and get your keg, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go now and sit in the sunshine and enjoy this beer. But I'm going to give it a Stone the Crows in the keg, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.